Alright guys, it's about that time. Cell versus Metal Sonic. Alright. Dragon Ball Z versus Sonic the Hedgehog Death Battle. To be honest, my knowledge of Metal Sonic, I thought his story ends at Sonic Heroes, but apparently there's more. If that's the case, then I don't know, man. I'm pretty sure Cell's gonna lose because Sonic scaling is more understood now than it was before. And they might have to redo Mario versus Sonic, to be honest. They might have to redo that. Cause I'm pretty sure, like I think they got it right the first time, though. I'm not gonna lie. But here we are. Listen, I love Cell, perfect Cell, but you just gotta face the music sometimes, man. Just gotta face the music. This is animated by the Devil Artemis. I think both of them are voiced by Devil Artemis. I didn't hear Metal Sonic's voice, but I'm pretty sure I know how he's going to sound already. It might sound similar to his All For One impression. Probably similar to his Cooler impression. That's going to make it a little funny, I think. It's going to make it a little funny. But, you know, they had to get him for Cell. He's the only dude other than the main dude who could really pull that off perfectly. Here we go. Caught him. Yo, the facial animations are crazy.
Cell versus Metal Sonic.
Which copycat android is truly the superior model?
He's Wiz.
I use a modern Metal Sonic.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
You don't see modern Metal Sonic enough.
There's a monster stalking.
My dude is wearing clothes.
No one who's seen it has lived to tell the tale. All it left behind was their clothes. Something ate these people's insides.
Hey, yo.
Only a shadow behind.
Some kind of creature driven only by the need.
A lot of people were disturbed by this scene. They found her creepy.
Predator,
I sort of didn't.
life form.
The Namekian Piccolo went to investigate this man slayer and discovered that it was
Maybe because my child mind couldn't really fathom like just how horrifying this was.
Absorb its hapless victims and add their energy to its wretched gestalt.
But the nightmare was only just beginning because for its last trick, somehow.
What
this
copy of the anime are they using?
creature knew the Kamehameha.
The mystery of this creature's origin was decades in the making. Years
No
ago,
foreshadowing in
it was
OG Dragon Ball for him, by the way.
terrorized
They just sort of just
paramilitary organization in history.
used an
The Red
element
Ribbon
from the
Army.
old show and just said, yeah, let's do it.
By this little kung fu gremlin.
Man, I rewatched Dragon Ball.
But Red
I was hoping to see like
Ribbon's
Jiro or
gone
something.
within their head
Nah.
scientist, Dr. Giro.
Hiding away in his spooky cave laboratory, Giro would go to
I mean, his
work
creations were in
studying
the
the
series, so I
Z-Fighter
guess
from
that
afar,
works.
learning everything there was to know about him.
And building a series of androids that would destroy his spiky-haired nemesis once and for all.
He made a ton of them. Infinite energy androids, key-absorbing androids,
Yup.
trucker head androids, and even ginger androids.
However, none of
Arnold
Giro's creations
Schwarzenegger
were
model,
capable
the
of
second
matching
one,
that drive to
I think.
improve that Goku and his
He doesn't really look like Terminator,
possessed.
but he sort of acts like him
He
in a
had
way.
one more android left.
Well, his demeanor,
A
at
cute
least.
little booger so complex he'd take years after Giro's death to complete. Its name was Cell.
Born from a single cell, get it? This
Uh-huh.
android possessed the genetic information of all the greatest warriors that had battled on Earth.
And with their DNA, Cell
Perfect
absorbed
Cell.
all their powers and techniques too.
Common among all of them is the power to manipulate ki.
Which is weird because those attacks aren't really tied to their genetics.
Fire energy blasts, fly
They aren't, so it's whatever.
Move things with telekinesis and create force fields.
From the human.
Yeah, you don't need Goku cells to shoot a Kamehameha, bro.
Destructo disc. And
That was a Death Saucer.
Extra special favorite. Oh, weird. I'm not seeing Chaozu on this list. Sorry, bud.
Is Chaozu human?
Oh.
Okay. Cell can fire the Death Beam. As
Both
well
he
as
and Tien are
breathe and travel
weirdos.
through the vacuum of space with the alien genes of Frieza and his
Yup.
father.
And
Lipstickless
because he's got
Frieza? What? Frieza without the lipstick?
Alien genes of Frieza and his father.
And because he's got Piccolo's DNA, Cell can regenerate humongous damage to his body.
Look at his
with the
towel,
cost of
bro.
CP.
Instead, most people say SMD. Cell says DMS. That's crazy.
Cell has survived having half his body vaporized multiple times and cannot be destroyed unless the small cluster of cells at the core of his being is eradicated.
Should that little bugger survive, Cell will always return, even stronger than before because of the Saiyan DNA he got from Goku and Vegeta.
Yup, which is crazy. My boy reached Super Saiyan 2.
Sure, he can perfectly replicate attacks like the Gallic Gun, Spirit Bomb, and of course Kamehameha.
Green Spirit
as well
Bomb.
as teleport by locking onto
A lot of people saying his Spirit Bomb is green because he's absorbing. They overanalyze the Budokai 3 ultimate attack because he was like, just give me your stupid energy. So people think he's actually absorbing the stupidity, the energy of the stupidity of humanity to make that, which that attack already exists. It's called the Negative Karma Ball or Revenge Death Ball. Those are like attacks of pure evil. So no, he's just being an asshole. It's the same as Goku. It probably doesn't have the same requirement where only good people could push it back. Like, that's probably the only difference. Like, if you're a good guy, you probably get killed by it. But, you know, it's still the same thing. It's just absorbing life energy. It doesn't really have any karmic value other than who it's targeting, I guess.
Key signature.
But the best part of being a Saiyan is how much
They think just because humans are stupid, it makes the Spirit Bomb even stronger than the regular Spirit Bomb. Which, no. It would have been a Revenge Death Ball at that point.
they get every time they almost die.
They can even evolve to
Budokai 3 making it green was also a stylistic choice. Dragon Ball Z Kakarot made his Kamehameha green. Games like to be weird with Cell's aura. Certain games, they just, like the anime, they just give him the regular Super Saiyan aura, but other games, they give him green aura. The manga, they gave him white aura, they say, but, you know, the manga doesn't really color the auras all the time, so I'm sticking with the yellow Super Saiyan aura, because this dude literally becomes Super Saiyan 2, you know.
locking onto a living being's key signature.
But the best part of being a Saiyan is how much crazy stronger they get every time they almost
Yup.
die.
They can even evolve to become orders of
Every time the
magnitude
villain is
stronger
another
in the
Saiyan, it's
midst
always a
of
problem for
battle.
the...
Combine that with Cell's healing factor, and he's effectively the ultimate warrior.
Perfect Cell's power was off the charts. He could threaten the whole Earth just by powering up. With a full power Kamehameha, he was even capable of destroying our entire...
You know what I realized?
All the vast
I said earlier that just because he has their DNA doesn't mean he should be able to use their attacks. That shouldn't really be a part of it because it's not a part of their genetic information. But I was wrong about one thing. He adapts. He gets their habits too. So I guess that sort of ties into their special moves, you know, because it ties into their habits, I guess. What, you know, like Vegeta spam or whatever. Because those are attacks anyone in the series could use. So just by having, you know, their type of mentality, I guess that's how he does it. That's how we knew Goku was trying to do the Frieza thing and make him cut himself in half. Which even if Cell did fall for it, it really wouldn't work. He'd just regenerate.
majority of our solar system's mass is located in the sun, this still means that Cell's key wave would have to reach 2.8 billion miles to eradicate every planet.
But Wiz, maybe he was just exaggerating.
I hate when people say that.
Cell's
Pisses me
plan has
off.
been backed up in multiple guidebooks.
He wouldn't just say that, you know?
Right in the video game.
It's called the Solar
In
Kamehameha.
the anime adaptation, considering the time Frieza blew up
Not the
Namek,
perfect Kamehameha, not the Earth-destroying Kamehameha. Well, those are alternate names, but no.
light-years wide, and
Solar
lit up the friggin'
Kamehameha.
galaxy.
And Cell was far stronger than Frieza was.
Wait, excuse me?
That blew up Namek. In the anime, the explosion was literally hundreds of light years wide and lit up the friggin' galaxy.
Why would Toei do that? Why would Toei do that? They really made Frieza Super Saiyan 3 level, bro. What the fuck? Why would they do that?
Stronger in the anime adaptation.
Oh my God.
Frieza blew up Namek.
Are you serious?
The explosion was literally hundreds of
Jesus
light years wide
Christ.
and lit up the friggin' galaxy.
And Cell was far stronger than Frieza.
Oh my God. Look at our Skull Toei version of that character is even higher now.
Different galaxy, and thought he might be a threat to the whole universe.
He's also incredibly fast, capable of blitzing even the strongest Z.
Are they highballing Cell?
Goku
I think
flew
they're
from the
highballing him.
highest planet in heaven all the way to hell, hundreds of billions of light years.
I don't think it's gonna save him.
Minute, and that was in his base form.
Yeah, that's cool, but how about the
Depends on how far
powers
Metal
that
Sonic
Cell
story goes,
Jr.'s
I
out of
guess,
your
but
blood?
I'm pretty sure
What?
Cell
Never
loses.
heard of that key technique? Call it the Kegel.
Perfect.
The
Cell was
IDW comics are
entirely
canon
without
to the
fear,
games, and I think
no
he's been
longer
on
wedded to Jiro's petty grudge, decided to prove it with a tournament.
The Cell Game.
Hey,
It
they're
pushed
using
the
a good
Bug
copy
Monster
of the
to its
anime, I
absolute
think.
limits
It doesn't
and
look bad.
beat him. Wow, Cell,
Just seed of
you
might.
are related to Vegeta, aren't you?
In truth, Cell was a victim of his own success. The same Saiyan genes that made him all-powerful also sowed the seeds of his defeat.
He got so mad he even blew himself up. Maybe he does have some Chaozu in him after all.
Even that wasn't enough to totally put him
Nope.
down, and he came back with the same Super Saiyan power-up that Gohan had just unlocked.
Super perfect cell.
It wasn't called
Now,
Super Saiyan
more
2 at the
like
time
in a
of
battle
that
for
arc. They
ages,
called it
Cell
Ascended
put the
Super Saiyan.
entire weight of his biological
It got his name during the
programming
Goku versus
against
Buu
one
fight.
lone Saiyan and went the distance.
But in the end, it still wasn't enough. No matter how brilliantly Dr. Gero copied the Z-Fighters, he still couldn't quite figure out their knack for going beyond.
What can be destroyed can always be rebuilt.
Oh.
All it takes to recreate the most fearsome warrior
What a
in the
damn
universe
shame Cell Max
is
turned out to
one
be.
single cell.
He's stronger than Cell, but no one wants to see Max fight Mecha Sonic.
Time and
Here
again,
we go.
the world and its cuddly forest critters were threatened by the evil.
What's wrong with this dude, bro? Always targeting animals. Shit is weird as hell.
And time and again, that same world and those same critters were saved by Sonic the Hedgehog.
Like, he's not even going after, like, the super-powered animal. He's going after the regular joints. Like, what's wrong with him, bro? This dude, yo, keep all the pigeons away from him, bro. Squirrels can't even run and dig for acorns around this man.
How many robotic badniks the good doctor
This
threw
dude
in
just
his
hates
mighty
animals, I
nemesis?
guess.
His schemes were always 6 spin jumps to the glowing weak spot away from getting cracked and
You know what they say
scrambled.
about people that go after animals? It's only a matter of
If he
time.
couldn't defeat the Blue Blur, he would make his own Metal Sonic.
It's only a matter of
It's
time.
on creativity for that name, but goddamn, he
They start
does
small and they
metal as hell.
get bigger and bigger. The victims get bigger and bigger. Luckily, this dude's all his plans keep failing, so he's stuck on level 1.
Metal can zoom around at massively hypersonic speeds, fast enough to fly to nearby planets in seconds.
He's tougher than Eggman's.
Creator Dr. Evil. Look at this. Hates Sonic, 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 Sonic. Doesn't even finish.
Standard equipment, some of which can survive black holes.
Metal can use all of Sonic's power-ups and even replicate his classic spin dash and light speed
Classic.
attack.
But he's got moves of his own.
He can attack with energy blast, fire a chest laser, surround himself in an electric aura, or an impenetrable force field.
By overloading his circuitry with energy, Metal can activate V Maximum Overdrive, quadrupling his acceleration
Maximum
and obliterating
Overdrive.
anything in his path, at the risk of self-destruct.
Yeah,
You
it's called
think all
Overdrive,
that'd
so.
be enough to turn the rodent into roadkill, but it only took one showdown on Stardust Speedway to send Metal to the scrap.
That's some bull. Sonic couldn't even beat him, bro. You have to rely on some dumb
Sonic
shit.
in every way, and yet he doesn't. For some
Yo, if
reason,
that light wasn't there, bro, what would have happened if those two were locked in a cage? Well, what do you think would have happened to Sonic, bro? It's always the plot saving this. What do you think would have happened to him?
quality that makes Sonic the fastest thing alive. Metal's defeats at the hands of Sonic and his friends sharpened his AI into a seething hatred of his
Oh,
rival
wow.
and a burning desire to prove himself superior.
Yeah, well, when you're getting your supersized red ass handed to you by Charmy B.
I don't remember
you know
him getting that
something's
big.
gone
Oh my
horribly
god, imagine losing to that.
Handed to you by Charmy B.
No,
you know
bro.
something's gone horribly wrong.
Metal's defeats gave him an
Charming was annoying on Shadow the Hedgehog.
If he was created to surpass Sonic and couldn't even manage that, what was he?
He was literally stronger than Sonic, though. Sonic had to rely on something to kill him. Sonic was scared. He was shook.
Exist.
Never once.
But he got killed by the V, though, so.
Eggman took Metal back to the drawing board and birthed him anew. You,
This Neo Metal Sonic
Hey.
was, above all, far smarter.
especially after he
They gave him a little Shadow the Hedgehog
intelligence
markings.
and took over his empire, and we mean literally.
Be a person's biodata, giving him the ability to recreate all of their abilities in seconds.
Oh, that's the
Like
IDW.
Sonic Boom,
Oh,
that was his
no.
favorite
Yeah,
part.
it's quiet.
Tails' magical
It's quiet for
swiveling
Cell, bro.
asshole, and Big's ability to suck at fishing.
Metal isn't just learning.
post-Sonic
their moves, he can
generations, like,
replicate more
it's
esoteric
quiet.
powers like Silver Psychokinesis, manufacture Rouge's mechanical bat guards, or alter his very biology to copy Espio's chameleon invisibility.
Why is he
It's
still
worth
losing?
mentioning that biological data is a real scientific.
He really is like Cell. What the hell?
Features like the genome sequence within a living organism's DNA.
Yeah,
I didn't know he could do all of that.
busted. It doesn't really matter.
I see why people wanted this fight.
Metal. If you can do it, so can he. Probably helps that he can shake.
He's not just Sonic anymore, he's everybody.
From a puddle.
Likely by copying one of the mightiest beings on the
I
planet.
had no idea.
The god of destruction, Chaos.
Alright, don't call him that. He's literally just Gooba
By
Gop.
scanning the ultimate life form, Shadow the Hedgehog.
What do you guys think about Chaos? Do you like him? Look at this dude.
By scanning the god of destruction.
I remember how he looked on a Dreamcast game. He was just like blue water. Just a blue water monster. I don't know how I feel about them giving him like scales. Like, I remember the first time I saw it on Generations, I was like, I don't know how I feel about this version, to be honest. I mean, it's not bad, but, you know, it just defeats the purpose of him being a water monster.
Not the only chaos he's encountered.
By scanning the ultimate life form, Shadow the Hedgehog, he gained his ability to manipulate some of the most powerful artifacts in the universe.
Oh, he got that from Shadow, so he could, like, give him one emerald and he could do a lot with that. Unlike Sonic, he needs all 7. Shadow could just have one and do unspeakable things to you. He can stop time. God damn it. It's terrible.
Either the Chaos Emeralds or Master Emerald, he can transform into Super
Neo Metal Sonic.
Completely invulnerable and completely golden. Super Neo.
I like the ID. I never read an IDW comic, but I already like it more than Archie, because the Archie art style is just so fucking ugly sometimes. I remember my first time picking up an Archie comic. Bro, my favorite part of the Archie comic was the end of it. And I'm not saying that to insult, I'm saying because literally the end was like a little spin-off of Sonic Riders. And the art style literally matched like the Japanese design for Sonic, like how he's supposed to look. Like that whole comic until like the Sonic Riders portion. Any of you who read all of Archie, you probably know exactly which issue I'm talking about. I don't know any of Archie's storylines other than the Knuckles incest saga and the Brawlic Tales. Alright, I just know about those two. I don't know what happened. I just know they happened. But I'm just glad Archie lost the rights. I don't know. I just don't like. I just hate the way they drew the characters. It's so ugly, so ugly, so ugly. And they know we're never going to use those characters in the game anyway. This is a comic series that Sega actually messes with. You know, like I don't like how they keep putting IDW characters in spin-off games, like mobile games and racing games. Like when they're going to put them in a mainline game, like Sega's playing too much. You know what I mean? Do something, Sega.
And has the power to move continents.
The emeralds are inconceivably powerful. They've been used to fuel Eggman's Death Egg, which could obliterate star systems.
On their own, they can even create and destroy whole universes.
Other super characters like Sonic have battled and defeated beings like the Time Eater.
Yeah, that alone is just
multiple dimensions and timelines in seconds. At their peak, 3 super hedgehogs have even.
Yeah, you put a Cell against a Dragon Ball Super character at this point. Like, what? This is so terrible.
Polaris, who nearly consumed Sonic's entire multiverse.
Really, this shouldn't even be. This should be one shot and Cell's done. Really.
Should be just as powerful as any of them. Though he's got to be quick because all that power only lasts.
Of course, you're gonna put Super Metal Sonic in like a game that isn't mainline. I don't even know what that was. I could tell it's not a mainline game. Damn shame, bro. The IDW comic characters deserve better treatment. That's a mobile game or something. You could tell, bro. Put them in a real game, Sega. Stop playing. You got that green Tenric, whatever character. I forgot her name, Surge or whatever. Like, what are you doing, bro? Never gonna see them on a PlayStation game or whatever.
Metal eventually combined their biodata.
Put them on a console game.
And became Metal
Overlord. Imagine if you want Super in that form. Ugh. Hold on. How'd he get that form?
After manipulating Sonic and friends and copying their abilities, Metal eventually combined their biodata with the
okay.
Fleet and became Metal Overlord.
Complete with missiles,
yeah, give him Chaos Emeralds, and it's just Sonic already had it though, so it's too late.
Overlord is all-time final boss material,
and he knew it. His ego might.
Didn't Shadow beat him in his base form in Shadow Generations?
To surpass his rival had morphed into the delusional belief that he was the original and Sonic the loathsome copy.
Oh wow.
Copy that Metal had finally outclassed. All the heroes Metal had gathered had to team up to take him down.
He may have stolen their abilities, but Metal never possessed the thing that made the Sonic heroes successful.
For
friendship and team.
Aw, how cute. Gag. Probably should have added some of those goddamn rails to the final.
That railing stage is just anxiety the stage.
After getting trashed again, Eggman reprogrammed Metal to purge any bits of rebelliousness from his code.
Metal returned to being the Eggman Army's chief enforcer, always proving invaluable as the Bad Doctor's greatest creation, now completely obedient once again.
I don't know, Wiz. Who knows what's really going on behind those glowing red eyes? Maybe Metal is more cunning than he lets on, and is only biding his time until he can take over again.
Maybe the most powerful thing that Metal copied was the ability to lie.
Uh-oh.
Thanks.
All right,
here we go. Another funeral death battle.
It's time for a death battle.
What was the last one? I have bad memory. What was the last death battle again? Ichigo versus Yusuke, right? Yeah, these are too predictable. These first two are really predictable.
Oh!
Alright. Let's just enjoy the animation, I guess.
Salutations, Dr. Robotnik. Your reputation precedes you. Bring me your strongest fighter, or face... Then prepare to kneel before your master.
Uh-oh. Fully mechanical, so I can't absorb that. Got that little Perfect Cell remix. That's a cool shot. Alright. Multiform. Throwing the hands. Put the Dragon Ball hit sound effects. What is this? Sound like he's hitting flesh. I want to hear that. Psh, come on, what is this? This ain't.
Tell me, does a machine like yourself ever experience fear?
Uh-oh.
Not anymore.
Vegeta's autism is kicking in. Oh. Alright, so that isn't going to be his final form. I'm just saying. You could murder Super with that. That'd be diabolical. Was that the egg thingy? The death egg? Okay.
Fool, you're dealing with the ultimate.
Okay, that was cool. What the hell?
Fool, you're dealing with the ultimate life.
That was cool.
I already possess his data. Observe. Chaos.
Oh my god! Oh, Vegeta's. You know what? It's over. He took his balls. Oh.
It'll take more than that to kill me, puppet! I know. Now I know everything about you, insect.
It's over. Wait, is he? Oh, wait, hold on.
I know. Now
Oh, okay.
I know.
I got scared. He's a Chaos Emeralds. When he said I know everything about you, I went yellow. I thought he went Super Saiyan. No, he just went Super. What to say? He did the Perfect Cell pose. Oh no. It's quiet. There's nothing he could. Oh no, he's giving birth. He can do that? Oh, of course he can. He got it from Cell. Tri-beam. This is fucked up.
Don't you dare.
Oh, PTSD is kicking in. Oh my god. The fact that they made him do that to him is actually funny. Oh, he got a Zenkai. He died for a second then. This is crazy. What the hell?
I am not just the greatest warrior in the universe. I am all of them. If you are all of them,
Oh.
then so am I. I'll never lose to a machine like...
Jesus Christ. That's his death pose. That's his death pose. It's over. That's literally his death pose. What attack was that?
I'll crush you.
Ooh. That's that.
So, now Metal's got all the powers of the Chaos Emeralds and the Z Fighters? Well,
From the
that
Cell
broke
Saga.
stuck. Our bad.
Cell may have been one of the greatest threats in Dragon Ball Z, but Eggman's greatest creation ultimately proved too much for him. Let's break this down into 4.
The music never stopped from the fight. I just noticed.
First up, Who was the strongest? Well, it's no surprise that any version of Cell was gonna be way more powerful than base Metal or Neo. Even just using the manga, blowing up a solar system is
Yup.
far beyond the level of power output Metal can
He made
match.
him beyond galaxy level in his death battle, though.
With them, the power gap entirely reversed. Not only could Metal match Cell's solar system busting or scaling from Frieza, but he could surpass it with the universe-destroying power
There
of
you
the
go.
Emeralds.
But hang on, Wiz. Those Namekians said that Cell was strong enough to threaten a universe on his own.
They did.
Threaten doesn't mean destroy it in one
There's nothing
shot.
Suggesting he could destroy it in one go, especially since it's only brought up theoretically and without any time frame.
Even being generous and assuming he could just blow it up, final bosses like Time Eater and Solaris can destroy the wider multiverse, and Super Neo Metal would scale to them. Metal Sonic takes the edge in strength.
And with Sonic characters being known for their speed, you might think that was an easy win for Metal.
At his max speed in his super form, he should be comparable to entities like the Time Eater, who in Shadow Generations can destroy entire universes in seconds by using the radius of the observable.
I mean, if you eat time, you already are destroying a universe, you know? Because the universe is space, but once you destroy time, that's just automatically minimum is universal.
Universe, we can estimate the Time Eater's destructive wave traveled at about 180 quadrillion times faster than light.
Certainly impressive, but let's compare that to Goku's flight from heaven to hell shortly after the Cell games, which covered roughly a universe in distance at approximately 180 quadrillion times faster than light.
Hey,
Jeez.
just like Time Eater. The difference, though, was that Goku.
You know, you never really
was
think about those
way
things
slower than
when they
Super
fly
Saiyan
from
2
hell.
Gohan or Super Perfect Cell.
Factoring in Super Saiyan multipliers, Super Perfect Cell can move upwards of 100 times faster than that, and so 100 times faster than Metal Sonic. Somehow, Cell takes the edge in speed. You know, the thing Metal was designed for.
Expecting that,
That's actually
their
kinda funny.
abilities could tip the scales.
They shared many of the same.
Metal doesn't have to absorb you. He can just watch you and then he'll just have your genetic
Note,
information.
though, Cell's regeneration was clearly superior, able to fully heal from a single cluster of microscopic cells.
On top of that, Cell's Saiyan genes would let him grow in power every time he almost died, and his Cell Juniors gave him the numbers advantage.
And considering Super Neo Metal had a time limit, Cell would have a big advantage in a battle of attrition.
But with Chaos Control, that became a lot tougher.
Cell and his juniors had yet to deal with Metal boosting his speed or stopping time, something that countered Cell's speed advantage
Damn.
and left him open. And with Silver's psychokinesis, or the Emerald spatial distortion, Metal could seriously impair Cell's healing.
So it helped that Cell could fall back on his martial arts abilities in a pinch.
Despite effectively being a newborn, Cell's genetic instincts allowed him to best Earth's most skilled warriors back to back to back.
Metal may have copied Eggman's brains, but he definitely isn't as good of a fighter. The Sonic heroes haven't trained like the Z fighters, and Metal's been beaten by all of them a bunch
Yeah,
of times.
but
So all that
it's not a ability. It's not a dude you
is
need
roughly
martial
a
arts to
wash.
beat,
Which
really.
leaves us with the one thing they're both known
more
for,
like a power
the
thing.
capability to evolve and become more powerful in response to their opponents, aka their adaptation.
And frankly, that's where this back and forth
Yeah.
completely breaks. Because at the end of the day, Metal can copy Cell, but Cell can't absorb Metal.
Exactly.
Cell's
He's
ability
fully
to
mechanical.
physically absorb an opponent is primarily viable against foes he can
Gotta
match
use his
or
booty straw.
overpower.
Even if he took Metal by surprise, he can't absorb fully
Exactly.
inorganic robots like Android 16.
Cell was only able to absorb Android 17 and
'Cause they're
18
cyborgs,
they
not
were primarily
androids.
organic.
They're actually more like cyborgs and are only called androids in the English
The
translation.
majority of their
Metal,
body
on
is
the
still
other
flesh
hand,
and
can
blood.
copy a target's
They just have
biodata
mechanical
through
body
only a
parts
few
inside of
seconds
them.
direct eyesight, something he could easily accomplish during a time stop.
And using it on Cell means he wouldn't just get Cell's powers, but the powers of all of the Z Warriors too. Cell might be able to do anything the Z Fighters know how to do, but that's not gonna
That
help
caught
him,
me off
'cause
guard,
Metal
Metal
can do
Sonic being
anything
able
Cell
to
knows
copy
how to do.
others.
Strange, isn't it?
Cell just doesn't have any options to retaliate that Metal wouldn't also possess, including any of his previous advantages. Metal's copy ability is just that overpowered.
Oh, I guess now I get why they called it Sonic CD.
Why's that?
Cell died. Wiz, you get it? CD.
That was corny.
Wiz, where you
Oh,
back?
all right, who's next?
I'm on Death
All right, we had two Japanese death battles back to back, so this got to be a comic book character and or a video game character. Is that? Wait. All right, it's definitely an anime. I want to guess. All right, I'm seeing shots. What they really? Is that? Why? Who asked for this? Bakugo versus Rize. God damn it. So stupid.
Subscribe and
Who wants to see this?
More Death Battle. Thanks for watching.
Oh, 3 Japanese death battles in a row is crazy. Bakugo versus Rize, bro. It was a meme. Oh, here we are. I guess we gotta see it. Oh, boy. I'm pretty sure Bakugo wins this one, right? I mean, don't get me wrong. Rize's explosions are crazy, but the dudes that Bakugo fought against and have won against is just... It's too much. It's too much. Like, Rize, she was, don't get me wrong, she was strong, but she didn't annihilate the entirety of Japan or nothing like that. Like, Bakugo was really fighting against his final fight alone. Like, come on, bro. I mean, I didn't see him produce an explosion that large, but the durability of the people he was fighting against and their power capabilities was just that brolic, you know? But who knows? I was surprised about the Metal Sonic thing, even though I pretty much knew Cell was going to die. I didn't know why he was going to die. I just knew about the Time Eater thing, and I was just writing off of that. I didn't know Metal Sonic literally could copy genetic material. That just... It pretty much made the whole fight happening in the first place valid. Just like the 2 bombers going head to head. We'll see what happens. I can't say I'm super excited for this one. You know, this one's definitely birthed from a meme that was happening on the internet when the Chainsaw Man Rize arc movie dropped. Because My Hero was going on around the same time, I think, the final arc, and Bakugo was going off against All For One. Which I did not know was going to be Bakugo. No, wait. Never mind. I forgot All For One had a form after that. Yeah, he had a form after that. That disappointing transformation. Didn't do shit as transformation final form. Whatever. Let's not even get into that. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Ugly ass form, by the way. But that's pretty much it, guys. He really looked like a patient. But this is a good death battle. Animation was off the chain. 2 bangers, one after another. I'm surprised there's still. I didn't think we were going to get 3 3 Japanese anime death battles back to back. Pretty crazy. I say Japanese death battle because Metal Sonic is still from a Japanese franchise, so I was really expecting either like a comic book or video game villain. But yeah, this death battle is going to be a thing, I suppose. That's 3 for me to watch, I guess, and make videos on. But I'm not fully invested in Bakugo versus Rize, and I'm not really invested enough to tell you exactly who would win. To be honest, it's just something to watch, I suppose. I'm not really rooting for anyone. I mean, Bakugo is one of my favorite characters on My Hero, but I don't like him that much. So it's a weird death battle. Let's just put it that way. But he's my favorite character of My Hero, but he's in terms of like my fictional favorite characters, he's not even top 20. I'm gonna keep it a buck. But that's pretty much it, guys. This death battle was phenomenal. Devil Artemis did it again. Wasn't this his last one? I think this was his last death battle. He said he was animating. If so, having it be Cell is fitting. I'd even say perfect.